allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everyone had a chance to read the minutes?
Move.
Okay, first and second, any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. We'll move in the first resolution of authorizing budget mod for the county clerk, reproduction expenses. So do a lot more.
Yeah, it's just within our budget. Our recording has been up this year, which you can view in a good way or a bad way, depending on how the year goes, I think. We'll know that later on in the first quarter next year. But we just need a couple more dollars there to keep doing what we normally do within our budget.
Okay. Got a first?
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, we have a resolution for the budget mod for the clerk's office, motor vehicle additional hours.
Same thing. I'll tell a brief story here. Fulton Motor Vehicle Office, as you know, we close all our motor vehicle offices at 4:30 every day. That's just to have it so that we can hopefully get out of the office by 5:30, somewhere around there. Fulton Motor Vehicle closed last week at 4:30. The line obviously is still to the door, so everybody in the DMV we still service. Those staff people in Fulton were there until almost 7 o'clock that night. So that obviously eats into your extra hours, your additional hours time. Depending on how many hours they actually work within a pay period, it may have to go into overtime, but this just gives us additional funds in order to keep up with payroll. That's all it comes down to.
That's all within your budget. First,
Within my budget, yes, absolutely.
we have a first,
A second.
second. Okay, first and second, any other discussion?
Yeah, Mike,
Yes, sir.
why is it they're there till 7 o'clock? Now, I understand it takes so much time. I've been in the motor vehicle department enough times now.
Yep.
And why is it taking so long to get through? Don't we have enough people there, or
Yeah,
are they,
this particular day, we had, I think it's probably talking about individual staff issues in public session, but we had a senior employee that was out on leave at that point, and then we had 3 clerks that were able to work the line. All of them went up on the line to help work through that line of people that was always at the door. It's just how long the transactions take. The Real ID, it takes 2 clerks to run those Real ID transactions. So if someone comes in, if it's a complicated transaction, which oftentimes it is, takes 2 clerks, I've had 2 people for probably 25, 30 minutes. And the line was to the door that day. I
Yeah.
was there myself. So.
are these people getting full lunch and break or not?
I don't
Truthfully.
think I'm gonna say that in public session. They all back each other up. They all back each other up.
That's not what I
and,
meant.
They're working a lot of hours. They're working an awful lot of hours, and they're not taking the length of breaks at lunch or during the day that they are entitled to.
So we're not meeting our contractual expectations, we'll say.
I will leave those words to you. Thank you.
Terry?
So I think the appropriate phrasing is that the folks are offered an amount of time for it. Whether they
Well,
take it or not, it's a different story.
Well, they are, that is state law. They are mandated to take a 30-minute lunch and a break every 2 hours, I think, for 15 minutes. The reason why a lot of them just simply don't take it is because if they do, then their coworkers on the line are the ones that feel the brunt. So really, we have a staff that backs each other up, as I said, and they want to work with each other. That's what it comes down to. Because they know otherwise they might be there until 7. That's not the latest I've ever had employees in the office.
So my question is, just because we're in the budget process right now,
Yep.
we should know. Additional hours, I think we've done it 3 times, and that's neither here nor there. It's something that has to
Yep.
happen. It's in your budget.
Yep.
Do you know what totals have been moved? And
I
did
don't know
Did we
that.
adjust for 2020 for that?
We did.
For this 10,000 too?
We did, and we also adjusted, you'll remember, we added the overtime line. We haven't funded that for next year, but we've thought about potentially moving some dollars in there. Just if we continue to have another year like this, where we are so far tied up with Real IDs, the only way sometimes we can get to the dealer work, but at the end of the day is what makes us our money. is to potentially do some work on overtime. So we haven't funded that line, but we may move some money around next year depending upon our need. I don't want to take that away and not allocate properly.
Right. I know that, Phil's not here, Steve, and I'm not gonna put, you under the gun on this whole thing, but could you possibly get me the numbers for what additional hours?
Yeah,
or
that's easy.
all that, or-
We can run that.
And just, what'd you say?
Actuals?
Yeah, what we moved and how much, we adjusted in the budget for it and everything else. I just wanna make sure.
We
that
can
we're
get all that.
covered going forward.
We can get all that.
And then overtime line, maybe that's a discussion that we need to have in this committee, meeting at some point. Maybe
Yeah,
in
it's,
January or something.
hopefully it won't be an issue for us, in the winter months. Typically, that's when we slow down and we're able to keep up with the dealer work in the offices within regular hours. I think we're gonna know very early in the first quarter of next year whether or not we're able to. So that may be a place I do come back to and ask for that line to be fully funded.
And we're all sitting here hoping and praying that like 2021 is gonna be the plateau and that's gonna be it or something.
I think that's a hope and a pray that you can have, but I'm not sure that's gonna be reality. I just don't, I think, I saw a statistic that less than 30% of the state of New York has a real ID compliant license. The good thing is that the majority of New Yorkers do have passports, so you can fly with a passport, you don't have to have a real ID license, however, based upon what we're seeing in DMVs, people want the real ID. So I think you're gonna continue to see that at least for the next couple of years, I really believe that.
So the best case scenario is all the real IDs are done in 2021 and that's all replaced with dealers. So
Well, we're bringing another dealer we possibly can, that's for certain. So that's the basis on the resolution, that's the gist of it.
You were mentioning the Fulton office.
Yeah.
Is it, if I remember correctly, isn't those, and I can't think of these people's name, they don't
Okay.
work for me.
Okay.
On the right-hand side is a lady that's been there forever.
Oh, yeah.
Is she retiring?
Really 3 employees are retirement age in Fulton Motor Vehicle. I expect all 3 of them to retire next year. Including the senior.
Do we have a plan in place? Because from what I've noticed in Oswego, because I go to both of them.
Yep.
The newer employees takes quite a lot of time and coaching to get them up to speed, and then it's half speed anyway, because the knowledge is not right there in their head, just like this, this, and this.
Yeah, it's a challenge. The challenge is the training with new employees. I have 9 employees right now I have 7 employees right now. I may have 9 employees by the end of the year that are all pending civil service tests. So if I lose those 9 because they're not eligible to stay with us after civil service, list comes in, hopefully in January. That's gonna be another training challenge for us. Fulton in particular, they have a very senior staff. There's a lot of people who've been on the county for a long time. We have in place a plan to have succession work through there. I will say that my budget submission, the one position that was taken out by finance personnel, related to that succession plan, that's another conversation entirely, I know that. But it's gonna be a challenge next year, especially if employees go earlier than planned, which they all can. All 3 of the employees in Fulton could retire tomorrow if they wanted to. Thankfully, they're not.
Anybody else have anything? Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I think I got one more.
Next up, we have a resolution authorizing budget bond, motor vehicle furniture and furnishings.
Just moving money within my budget, we have to, this new Oswego DMV, we needed some new, chairs, that's what it comes down to.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, first and second. Any other discussion on that? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have a resolution authorizing, fixing the time and place for the 2020 organizational meeting.
Move it.
Second.
First and second, yes?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, just move to amend the 2 PM start time to a 7 PM start time.
Is there any second? If not, back to the original resolution. Looking for first and original.
First,
Made the first and.
you did
Okay.
already.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd just like to say that I
Yes,
think
go ahead.
the 2 o'clock is an appropriate time, being the second day of January. The children are still on break. It's a daytime meeting. for the winter time. We're all being sworn in, so families can get here. I know that a number of the newer legislators who are gonna be sworn in for the first time have, their family coming from a great distance away, so, as always, you know, the 2 PM start is definitely easier for a lot of people to get to this meeting in particular. It's something that we have addressed over the years, going from 2 to 7 as we go through the year, so.
Okay. Anybody else? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed, one opposed. Okay, next up, we have a resolution authorizing execution of a confidentiality agreement with Exxon Generation LLC and 9 Mile Nuclear Station LLC regarding real property tax matters.
Move it.
Second.
First and second, any discussion on that? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Next up, we have a resolution awarding professional services contract appraisal services, 9 Mile Nuclear Station.
I'll move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
First, second. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing execution of an intermunicipal agreement with the town of Scriba, Oswego City Schools District relative to property tax negotiations concerning 9 Mile Point Nuclear LLC.
Move it.
Second.
First,
Yeah, I would note that the agreement isn't attached to the resolution. It arrived later than the resolution went to the packet. We anticipate, subject to confirmation on the math, that the county's share will be 27.5%, town at 4%, and school district at 68.5% of the costs. And we'll get that in the packet for the 12th.
for the meeting.
Are we the first one to vote on this?
I'm not sure. That's addressed in the resolution. They have or will.
Right.
Okay.
Just to know.
So I just want to get it to the floor for the 12th, and we'll amend it and put the agreement for the resolution.
Okay.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of Richie, so, you know, all the municipalities are, for lack of a better term, rowing in the same direction, right? And, if there's one thing that I've learned sitting on these things, it's the ability to be able to stay, you know, unified throughout the negotiations and move things like this through without any hesitation, simply make it stronger in the negotiations. So I feel good where we're at. We're moving in the same direction. We're on the same page, and that seemed to work last time. We're hoping it's going to work again this time. So.
Any other discussion? Not all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. All right, next we have a resolution authorizing the chairman and clerk to handle all unfinished business through December 31st, 2019.
Move it.
Second.
There's a second. Any discussion? Not all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed. All right, department reporting. We don't have anything to the shared services, I believe everything is.
No, the administrator is not in today, and I do not have the shared services reports.
I think all the towns except Amboy were on when people would come to the meeting. Who said that?
Do they need directions?
Yeah, we're all meeting,
That town board meeting, I think that's right.
yeah, they're on board, that's what we- maybe they'll get to send their deputy in. Rich, we have
I've requested an executive session to discuss pending litigation, County of Oswego versus Purdue Pharma et al.
Motion to go into executive session for pending litigation.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Executive session.
Is that it? Motion to adjourn.
Second. We have a second? Did you have, do we have,
No, he's a reporter.
Oh, okay.
all in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.